all the things I do in the world, getting out and talking about solution-focused brief therapy is one of my favorite things. Standing in front of the camera and talking about solution-focused ideas and sharing how to practice solution-focused brief therapy, I mean, I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do in the world. Pre-pandemic, standing up on a stage and teaching solution-focused brief therapy, I mean, it's just something that I love to do. But today, it's hard for me to talk about solution-focused brief therapy today because I just learned that Breonna Taylor, who was murdered sleeping in her bed, was shot and killed. The people responsible for that are not going to face justice for that decision. One officer is going to be indicted for, in essence, shooting a wall instead of shooting a person. Now, I don't want to get into the politics of that decision. I mean, it's whatever. But what I do want to talk about is I want to talk about suffering. 2020 has been a hard year for all of us. But here in America, as a Black person, it is exceptionally hard. I don't know a Black person that goes on social media without being triggered to experience pain and trauma. I don't know a Black person today, and I've had several conversations with my friends, that we're actively avoiding the comment section of some of these news articles because of the horrific and horrible things that people are saying about Breonna Taylor and the circumstances that led to her death. Now, if we have a society where we don't value human life enough to show it in our policies, then it's gonna lead to suffering and pain to a lot of people. And that's actually what I wanna talk about in this video is, I don't know about you, but what got me into this field, what got me into this profession is my desire, my strong desire to help people resolve suffering in their life. So now we have a circumstance where there's a whole heap of people. There's a whole population of people. There's a whole race of people that is overtly saying we're suffering. And a lot of people are meeting that statement with criticism and vile comments and statements and just a cesspool of negativity. But I think this is the chance for us as a profession to stand up and be there for people and to show compassion and to show warmth and to show support. This is the time that we need to hold each other accountable and say, whether you disagree with people or not, we're gonna ask you to do so kindly. We're gonna ask you to do so with compassion. There are people who are experiencing what is happening right now as a justifiable means to be violent and even murderous towards people just because of the color of their skin. And if that doesn't provoke you to wanna make people feel safe and comfortable in their environment, then I'm scared for our society. And I just can't believe that we live in a society like that. So I think now it's time to remind ourselves, regardless of what is causing people suffering, we must be there for them. We must show them support. We must show them compassion. That's what made us become helping professionals. And right now is the time where we should stand up and say, not on our watch. We are not going to let a whole race of people, a whole community of people, a whole section of people walk around in this earth scared and attacked. We're going to stand up. We're going to be there. We're going to ask for kindness. We're going to hold people accountable, and we're going to ask for warmth. Because look, guys, I'm telling you, regardless what your politics are, regardless what you think of one circumstance or another, what should cause you to act is there are people overtly stating that they're suffering and they're being attacked for it. Now's not that time. Now I want to ask you to hug your neighbors. I want to ask you to support your friends. I want to ask you to put politics and whether you agree with what is causing the suffer aside and just be kind. And call on others to be kind, because if you can't be kind, you should shut up. You should absolutely be quiet. My grandmother used to always tell me, if you don't have anything kind to say, don't say anything at all. Now's the time that we need to live out that tenet, because now is the time that we need to embrace a whole culture, a whole race, and a whole community of people and provide warmth and safety, because there's a lot of people suffering in this world, and we got into this field to do something about that exact thing. So my call for you, what I want to ask you to do now is to stand up and join the community and say, I am going to ask people to be kind. Because regardless of what your politics are, you should want to make this world a kinder place. Because once we do that, then we have a chance of getting through not just 2020, but every other struggle that we're facing today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe to this channel and make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications. And don't forget to leave a comment. One of my favorite things is interacting with people and learning what they got from the video. So thanks for watching, subscribe, comment, see you soon.